What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of Sharp Shorts. Let's get right to it. Shout out to Phoenix Light Games for submitting this particular clip. This one is from the Fresh and Fit After Hours from a couple weeks back that saw 3 American black women get Frank Castled because, as usual, they upheld the stereotype. But earlier in the show, there was an 18-year-old OF model who claimed that she had a bad father who was abusive. But the more details she gave about her upbringing, the more obvious it became that the situation wasn't exactly the way she described it. And as a matter of fact, I think I picked up on something that a lot of you probably happened. And so I'm going to explain that during my reaction to this. So let's take a look here.
The term abuse, because women use that all the time, and it's a fairly nebulous term. No one really knows what the hell that means. Like, you can say, right, oh, my dad is abusing me because he's not letting me use my phone. Like, I've heard kids say that. Oh, I'm being abused because I can't use my phone. Oh, I'm being abused because I'm grounded. So, like, I'm very,
and she's Gen Z. Gen Z kids are soft.
To accept when, people say, my parent did that, my parent did that. And it's like they blame all the shit. It's like, okay, but what did you do to get that treatment, bro? Yeah. Oh, and nowadays, these kids are so coddled. Like, cutting off the internet constitutes abuse.
Yep.
Yeah, or stuff.
They find any reason to throw the abuse.
Like, they just use that term abuse, and no one really can, like, define it. You know what I mean? And it's like, the another thing, too, is, like, if a doctor prescribed you, like, drugs, and then your dad is like, hey, take your medicine, and you're not taking it, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know all the facts,
but also
there's,
he
like, some things here.
Take me back to the psychiatrist to get it changed. And I had told him that it was, like, making me irritable. It was very obvious it was making me irritable. My grandparents said something.
Look, I don't like medicine either.
It's so funny. Like, look at her body language. Her body language is very indignant, very entitled.
But, like, I'm just trying to...
Look, all of this extra stuff, all of this body language shows a clear disrespect for her father. Incredible.
Again, like I said.
Then again, when
to me, it looks like I don't think he's as bad as you're trying to portray him.
There you go. I agree. Look at her. See?
And I think,
wait, hold on now. Look at that. Did you see her reaction? It's almost like this might be the first time she has considered this. Watch again. Watch her face.
And I think you're like, and we live in a world where...
But I don't know anybody that just doesn't talk to their father because their father disciplines them. What the...
Lots
That's
of
the
people
dumbest I've ever heard in my life.
A lot of people
don't
talk to their parents because they discipline them. Because we grow up in a world now where it's like kids, parents...
Okay, listen to this. My mom threw a candle at me and I'm still talking to her. My dad did all of that to me and I don't talk to him.
Her mom threw a candle at her?
You like your mom more?
Her mother threw a candle at her? What? Why would her mom do that?
What the fuck? I like my mom more. No, it's not about if you like your mom more or anything. It's about who changed their actions, who stepped the fuck up as a parent.
Yeah, he stepped up because he brought you into the house.
Yeah.
And took care of you.
He was legally forced to.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. You're just ungrateful. I'm just going to keep it all the way 1,000. You're just a bratty ass ungrateful girl. Like, that's what it is. Like, as I listen to you, it's like,
guess what?
I'm abused, blah, blah, whatever. Dude, you're just a bratty, ungrateful chick is what you are.
Yeah, you are.
And this whole generation, this is why you guys are so... Because you guys don't understand discipline.
Look at her. Look at her facial expressions. Like, she wants to be indignant. She wants to interrupt and argue, but I don't think she has a rebuttal because I'm thinking maybe there is some part of her brain that might consider the fact that Myron might be right.
You guys don't respect your parents. You guys don't respect when your parent tells you something, that's the way it goes. That's the rule of the law. Like, you guys don't like that.
Respect is both ways.
It actually doesn't. That's the fucking problem.
It
actually doesn't.
Did you see that? It actually does. Again, look at her body language. Look at this. She's talking to a man. Watch.
That's the fucking problem.
It actually does. She is really, whoa, holy moly. Look at that face. Jesus Christ, her eyes are like saucers.
It doesn't.
It actually doesn't. Your parents say what it is. Like,
That's
it
right.
doesn't go both ways. And the fact that you even think that leads me even more so to believe that your dad was probably in the right in a lot of the decisions he made. It's just that you're victimizing yourself. And since no one ever challenges you on this, my dad is abusive, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. The fact that you think that you as a child goes 2 ways with your parents, that's the problem. That's the issue.
You're in his house.
Speak to the judge.
His rules.
What did the judge say? What did they rule?
They ruled that my grandmother has custody of me, not my father anymore.
Damn.
Yeah,
that should say something.
You know, how much do you want to bet? If I went and read through the thing, it's probably going to say, like, the child is unstable, doesn't obey, blah, blah, blah. Like, it would be interesting to actually read through it because
go and read
there's
through
probably a whole bunch of reasons why it didn't work out. And I look, I'm willing to bet that you were a significant contributing factor. It's not
Yeah, she was definitely a significant contributing factor, but someone else was too, and it was not her father.
just all his fault. But you just strike me as a very ungrateful, bratty ass little.
It's look at her. It's almost as though look. It's almost as though she's contemplating. I've never thought about it this way before. Listen, women can lie all they want to. Body language doesn't lie. She literally looks like she might be contemplating what Myron is saying might actually be true.
Good.
Ungrateful, yet I provide for myself. I pay my own bills, and my parents don't help with a thing.
I'm sorry, what does ungrateful have to do with you being able to pay your own bills? Absolutely nothing. What are we doing?
I'm self-made.
You're proving his point.
Self-made?
though.
That doesn't help.
Who do I?
Dude, the fact that OF girls call themselves self-made is crazy to me. Absolutely wild. I'm self-made. You're an OF girl. Try again.
Have to provide for. I have no kids. I'm
Fighting for
18.
yourself doesn't
Yeah, congratulations, you're an adult.
still refute the point that you're ungrateful. What?
Thank you.
Ungrateful for what?
For him raising you.
No. Your dad put you under his roof.
Yeah, roof.
Look, he
fed you.
may have been not what you wanted to be by his actions, but he provided for you in a way.
Everybody needs
You didn't have to work. You had a place to stay.
I mean, I really hope that I wouldn't have to work at 13 fucking years old.
I did.
Yeah.
Car
Oh, well, but you did.
Therapy. I worked at a laundromat at 13.
Oh, boo-hoo. You had to work at a lemonade stand or an ice cream shop when you were 13 years old. Cry me a river.
Yeah, bro. Like, and
Dude,
this is what I mean.
Gen Zers are so soft.
Like, yo, there's like no respect for authority anymore.
They
There's no
provide
respect for
free
parents
therapy,
anymore.
'cause
There's no
what's
respect for
going
masculinity and
on?
fathers anymore. And it's like, if we
Nobody
never,
respects their fathers because I feel
I
real
do.
bad for your kids.
Nobody
That's
respects-
I
nice.
respect my
You got
damn
kids.
daddy.
No-
He a Haitian. I don't play with them.
I mean,
Anyway.
She says, you know, it's interesting. She says nobody respects their fathers. I'm telling you, man.
thanks to internet, social media, whatever, like
Bro,
parents can't even like discipline their kids anymore. Like anything when you discipline your kids is considered abuse now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
And that's why
Right.
kids are, turn out the way that they do.
Spare
Like
the
the
rod,
fact that
spoil
you
the
think you have a
child.
two-way street with your parents is crazy to me. There's
Yeah,
no
it's crazy,
two-way street,
bro.
bro. Like it's a one-way street. What they say goes. You live under their house, that's how it goes. There's no
Yeah,
going
man,
back.
their house, their
There's no-
rules.
Can you please be quiet when I'm speaking? You've
Oh,
done that
go
several
ahead. I'm
times.
sorry. I'm sorry, homie. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Stop
No,
doing that.
we're not homies.
I'm sorry, sir.
So like,
Oh, God.
this whole
Give me a
two-way
break.
thing is like ridiculous because the parent is the authority. The parent brought you in. That's
Yep.
how it goes. What they say goes. Like there's no talking back or my opinion that or I'm gonna not do this or whatever. It's like you listen to your parents, and there's just like no.
Look at how, guys, I want you to look at how she's fumbling around with the wire. It looks like she's contemplating this. Call me, listen, let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the comments, chat. Like, it looks like she might be considering that Myron is right about this.
Respect for authority anymore,
It's gone.
especially with men.
It's gone.
It's kind of crazy. Because like
Maybe,
from my
maybe
end,
men should just
your dad
portray
stepped
themselves
up more than your
better.
mom. In my like, I'm listening. Like, wait, hold on. Your dad
Uh-oh.
did way more than your mom.
Because that's what your
Uh-huh.
mom did. You said nothing. You said your dad's the engineer.
Yeah,
So-
also, I mean,
What?
the thing is, though, also, my dad was also the root of that as well. My
my
mom
God.
didn't drink before she met my dad, before my dad started cheating on her.
Oh,
So
here we
also,
go. Here we
Nine
go.
times out of 10, every single thing I went through with my mom, he also triggered.
There you go. Unbelievable.
Look,
Your dad never
Wow.
forced a bottle of alcohol to her, bro. Like your
Yeah.
dad was the
Nope,
one that was sober that took care of you. It was your
That's
mom that
right.
decided to be an alcoholic. It's not his fault. She's an adult.
So you're basically saying that because he cheated on her and caused her to go into a spiral because she was so upset and so heartbroken,
Oh, please.
that's just perfectly
Is your
fine
mom an
because
adult?
he's providing.
Okay, let me ask this then. Is your mom an adult with agency?
Yep.
Yes.
So then did he put a gun to her head and say drink the vodka?
No.
Okay, so it's your mom's fault.
There it is.
Bro,
There
like, this
it
is
is. And look, I want you guys to look at her facial expression when Myron tells her. He walks her down the path. Is your mom an adult? Yes. Did your dad force a bottle of alcohol down her throat? No. And then as soon as Myron says, well, it's your own mother's fault, it looks like she is hearing this for the very first time in her life. Watch again.
Drink the vodka?
No.
Okay, so it's your mom's fault.
Watch.
Bro, like
Look, she's like, maybe. It's almost like she's never considered this.
this is like see, these are the tough conversations no one wants to have because it's like
Right.
we always constantly victimize women and like let them get away with. To me, it sounds like you had a dad that tried to take care of you and you were being a spoiled brat. If I'm be honest.
and look, cheating sucks, but I mean, he didn't force her to drink.
Yeah,
me a
like
break.
I guarantee you, if we sat with him and asked him, "Yo, what was going on here?" You were probably being an insufferable little, tyrannical
But
child.
you would take his side immediately because he has a dick and I don't. Exactly.
Oh, there it
Let's
is.
do
No.
There it is. There's the misandry. There's the misandry. You knew it was coming.
Your entire
You knew it was coming.
Your entire worldview is skewed.
It's
like,
skewed.
like you saying things like it's a two-way street with your parents already tells me that your mind is cooked. Like you don't have respect for your parents if you think it's a two-way street. It's not.
And look, if your dad's abusing you, he should be in jail. But obviously he's not in
Exactly.
jail.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it can't be that bad at all.
Because he would be in jail right now.
That's actually not the case. Alabama like really is honestly
Oh,
lenient as fuck.
my
You
God.
get
Are
taken
you
away from your
serious?
parents. Also, again, what did I tell y'all?
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
crazy,
money.
Grace.
You can buy your way out of anything.
I was gonna say
Dude,
you don't know.
always another excuse. There is always an excuse. There is always a way to put the blame on her father. Wow.
All I can say, you don't know
Yikes,
what
assholes.
happened between your mom and dad.
No, show it.
So what if your mom was doing something like? What if your mom was cheating on your dad, which made your dad retaliate? You don't know. You were just a kid.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. But
why she cheated
regardless,
on him, he cheated on her
regardless
back, now
of
she's single,
anything
she's
that
sad.
happened, I was a minor. I was a child.
Oh,
A
here
child
we
doesn't
go.
deserve
There
that.
we
A
go.
child shouldn't have to deal with their parents' problems.
Yeah, but they do.
regardless
That's
of
life.
anything.
That's
Well, it
what.
looked like your dad tried to move you out the problem when he brought you into his house and you weren't grateful about that. That's what it sounds
Try
like.
to move me out. No, I was legally taken away from my mom and placed with a no contact
Legally taken away from her mom. I wonder why.
order. I didn't want to
That
live
actually
with him
strengthens
at
his case
all.
then.
At all.
Bro.
At all.
Yes,
The
it
fact-
does
The only
strengthen.
reason
Yes, it does strengthen his case.
He
Absolutely.
stepped the fuck up was because
Listen,
he
You know how
legally
bad
had
of a
to.
mom you got to
He's
be?
on my birth
We just did an episode on
certificate.
family court law. Like, you know how bad of a mom you have to be to lose custody of your kid to a man?
A really, really bad one. A really bad one.
I ain't gonna lie, they take a long process. I'm a
Bro,
mom, I
like you
know.
can't
It's way
like
harder
that,
to
if
take
a
away
mom
from
like
than a
loses
man.
custody of their kid, like you are literally like
She's bad.
deplorable.
She's bad.
That actually adds even more credibility to your father. The fact that they gave you to him.
Absolutely.
People prefer to
And,
you mother
Yo,
your
just keep
kid
telling on
versus
yourself,
your
bro.
mom.
Like you just keep like,
Yo,
you know.
I'm a mom.
I
I'm
keep telling
I think she's telling on more than herself. I think she's telling on somebody else too.
on myself.
Yo, Marta
Yes,
Fresh.
you do. You do.
I talk kids her age, bro. She's definitely 100% bad, bro. Like delinquent, doesn't listen, crazy eyes, bro. Like you are the worst.
There it is.
Like this is why you do OnlyFans at 18.
yeah, I mean,
And
you know,
guess what? Who makes money off their tits and who doesn't?
You still
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did this woman just use that as a flex? Look at her face. She thinks she's just dropped the mic. I'm the one that makes money off my boobs and you don't. Ha ha ha, I win. What?
Oh, like come on, man. Your dad didn't force you.
All right.
Oh boy. Oh, look, there goes Henny Chris about the
I
about
do
the
think that
pop-off.
we're missing quite a bit of the story.
Question.
I do think so.
If you had your father in your life and things were good, do you think you would have started OnlyFans? Be honest. Like legit, it was no divorce.
Look at her.
You're
Look at
dad
this.
and mom. Good to go.
Look at her face. She is, guys, she is genuinely contemplating Fresh's question. She's genuinely thinking about the answer.
So, taking care of you, would you start OnlyFans if you were with them?
No, if I was provided for, probably not.
There you go. If I was provided for, probably not. Okay, so, all right, so I wasn't there when this girl was being raised. So, of course, I have no idea what really went on, right? But I do know this. Her mother, the reason why, like her mother told her, how can I put this? Her mother has poisoned her mind. That's what I know. Her mother told her a BS story that put all the blame on her dad, and she bought it hook, line, and sinker. This woman hates her father because of what her mother told her about him. In fact, she did such a good job at brainwashing this girl that she actually believes that the courts were biased against her mother. Okay, and guys, anyone in this country knows damn well that family courts are heavily, heavily biased towards women. And just like Myron said, if the court takes the child away from a mother, you have to have been a terrible mother. You had to have been a terrible mother. Her mother was an alcoholic, which means she was a bad mother. So bad, in fact, that the court took her away from her. But her mother sold her this lie that the courts somehow conspired against her along with her father and his money to get her taken away. So now here she is at 18 blaming her father for her mother's bad decision making. And guys, my mom did this. She did the same thing to us when we were kids. All our lives. Our mother used to tell us how selfish our father was, but it turned out that she was the selfish one. And she proved it by literally abandoning us to go be with some crackhead who lived in Detroit. My ex-wife Darcy also did the same thing. When I met her, she didn't have custody of her daughter, and she swore up and down that the courts didn't like her, and that the system did her wrong and screwed her over, and that her mother-in-law was in on it, and all these other crazy stories. But the reason her daughter was taken away was because she was a meth addict. You see, she left that part out. And I didn't learn about what really happened until maybe 5 years into the relationship. This girl's mother did her a disservice by not taking accountability and blaming all of her shortcomings on her father. And now her daughter's paying the price. She hates men. She hates her father. She has no respect for male authority, and she sells her body online. That's how much damage this woman's mother did to her. And what's sad about this is that she didn't even realize it. Her mother was the bad parent, but her mother convinced her that her father is the reason for her chaotic childhood. She even blamed her father for her mother's alcoholism. And remember guys, she told us that her mother was the one that actually threw a candle at her, but she never called her mother abusive, did she? She never called her mother abusive, did she? Her father didn't throw candles at her. Her father didn't do any of that crazy stuff. And I guarantee you, that's not the only time her mother probably threw things at her in some sort of drunken rage. As a matter of fact, guys, I'll put it to you like this. I think it was her mother who is the abusive one and not her father. She didn't mention anything about her father physically abusing her. All she did was talk a bunch of trash about what her father didn't do and labeled all of that as abusive. But I think it was her mother who is the abusive one. And the reason this chick doesn't realize it is because her mother brainwashed her into thinking that her behavior was her father's fault. She probably said to her, look, anytime I fly off the handle or anytime I get blackout drunk and do and say crazy things, just understand it's because of what your father did to me. That's exactly why she said, and what my mother went through, 9 times out of 10, what my mother went through was my dad's fault. Now, here's the thing. She will eventually learn the truth. Eventually. I don't know when, I don't know where, and I don't know how, but at some point, this woman will figure out what really happened. She's going to figure out what really went down. And what parents don't realize is that when they trash the other parent or either lie on the other parent or spin some sort of narrative that makes the other parent look like the bad guy, the kid is ultimately going to grow up and find out what really happened. Hell, like I said before, it happened to me and my siblings. Like I said before, my mom was always telling us about how selfish our father was, but now that we're all adults and we're all aware of what really happened, that has fractured some of our relationships with her. That's what's going to happen in this case. The kids always learn the truth at some point down the line. Unfortunately for this girl, it'll be far too late for her. It's going to be far too late. Now, I'm sure that her father will forgive her, right? And hopefully they will be able to establish and have maybe some semblance of a relationship when she's older. But this girl's life is already over and she's not even old enough to drink yet. And the saddest part about this is that she is blaming the wrong person. If there's a story or a video you'd like me to react to, join my Discord and @ me with it. Link in description. Thanks for watching.